The Curious Couple, episode 35.
You're tuned into The Curious Couple for the Curious Ear with your hosts, TNA. Get ready to have your curiosity piqued while exploring what it's like to live out fantasies with this fun, fit, and sexy duo.
Hey guys. Hola from Desire. I'm T.
And I'm A.
We are coming at you from our hotel room at Desire Riviera Maya. It is day 3 of 4 nights. Mm-hmm. We talked about doing this every night we were here, and we've been having too much fun to stop and podcast.
Yep, we've had lots of things to do. I thought we'd have a little bit more downtime, but not sad to say that we haven't.
Yeah, we've had downtime, but not downtime where we want to podcast more of on a beach or next to a pool.
It's been rough.
It's been good. It's been fun.
Yeah.
So we figured we would share with you some things we're experiencing here at Desire, which you're going to hear. We're going to highly recommend it. But just things, we've heard different podcasts, we've read different things, and then we come here and maybe we did read about it or hear about it, but it's like, oh, we didn't see that come in, or this was funny, or this was cool, as well as some of our personal experiences here. So, do you want to kick it off with the? I say we just share with them from the start. So, our morning started at 3:45 in the morning because
my night really never ended, so that's bad enough. But I didn't sleep. So, but yeah, we were up at 3.
That sounds like you were partying and having fun.
No.
That was not the case.
I just didn't sleep. I don't know if it was excitement or
fear of missing a 3:45
Yeah, I do that
alarm.
when I think I overslept. I was constantly checking the time. I just didn't sleep, and didn't sleep on the plane either. But yeah, we had an early flight, a really close connection, so we were
hustling,
running through the Dallas airport, but we made it.
But
it was early.
Yeah, what was cool is we got here at 10:45 in the morning.
Yeah,
and
that was a good call.
Yeah, and then
had a full day.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
we took the private transfer, which was recommended by the Joneses. We got a swing podcast.
Yeah,
and
that was a good call too.
That was a really good call.
So we got here quickly, and I think we were out by the pool before noon.
Yeah.
So we had a full day, and really things don't really get started around here until just before
nothing
noon.
happens before noon anyways.
Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah. So we sit down to check in, and we've heard the staff is great. The staff is great.
Yeah,
they've been really
awesome.
Sweet and funny and entertaining.
And just make you feel at home, like you don't want to leave.
And what was the expression she kept using as she was telling us what to expect around? This is here.
They refer to sex as coochie coochie. This is, you can go to the jacuzzi, and that's where the coochie coochie happens.
Yeah,
they're so fun. They're sweet people.
Yeah, it's very cool. So we're on our second room. If you've been following us on Twitter, we've posted 2 different pictures. The first one, it was more just the entertainment value of me coming to our room. Actually, we didn't just go right to the room and flip on the TV, but the first time we came back to the room to flip on the TV, you turn on the TV here at Desire, and it's on porn, which I think is hilarious.
Well, and only of our working channels that day, half of them were porn.
Yeah, they have 4 porn channels: Playboy TV, Penthouse TV, Venus,
I don't
something
know.
else.
That's
Anyways,
fun though.
Yeah, pretty entertaining. Our first room was cozy.
It was cozy.
I was surprised that it just had a full-size bed. That was a little surprising to us.
Yeah.
Which not a big fan of.
Yeah.
I'm
bed,
not a snuggler.
The bed was an issue for you, and the counter space was the issue for me.
Yeah.
There was just nowhere to really put anything, and so we moved, and it was very...
Yeah, so we noticed the people in the room next to us had a king-size bed.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait a second.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, so really we slept, it turned out we had stayed up the equivalent of being up for 24 hours that first night. And so drinking and dancing and partying, we didn't have any problem sleeping in a small bed. But eventually I went to the front desk and asked about, is it possible we can get a king size bed? And they had no issues moving rooms. And now we're in, I swear this room's twice as big.
Yeah.
The bed's twice as big. And it's been good.
Mm-hmm.
So again, kudos to the staff for being so accommodating. So we spent a lot of time at the pool that first day, which is a really cool scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's I didn't really know what to what did you expect with the clothing optional nudist? What were your expectations coming here? We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think nothing surprised me. I mean, I knew everybody would be naked, but it just for me, I mean, I've never been here before.
Right.
And I've never been anywhere like this
right.
before. So it just takes some getting used to. Not that it makes me uncomfortable, but someone's bending over to get something out from under their chair, and you turn around and you've got a butt in your face, or
staring right down Main Street.
Balls, which it just kind of takes you by surprise, and you have to remind yourself where you're at. But now, I mean, we've been here for 3 days, and it's weird. We were the weird ones showing up in swimsuits.
Well, you show up in swimsuits; they just don't last.
Right.
In fact,
but yours did the first day.
Well, okay. In all fairness, we show up at the pool. I jump right in with a suit, and we just never got out of the pool.
Yeah. No, it's not like we were prudish and didn't want to be naked.
Well, but remember, the girl was thinking I was.
Right. You got accused of it.
Yeah.
Which was kind of funny.
We meet this couple, and she had these really cute.
They were pasties, but it had like clear tape, so it just looked like jewels, almost like she had bedazzled around her nipples and her coochie.
Yeah, that was bedazzled.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were sitting there we're in the pool with them talking, and she's trying to convince me that it's very freeing to take it off, and you don't have to be shy. And I'm like, I am. I'm not shy. I have no problem doing it. But that was kind of funny. So you feel a little awkward if you are wearing a suit.
And it didn't take long to feel pretty comfortable just cruising around here without any clothes on, which is what I've been doing most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. True, you have.
You just have to cover up when you go into the eating areas or
the lobby.
Yeah.
But even those rules have been proven to be lax.
Yeah, yeah.
As the guy rolls down in a robe, open to eat at the outside restaurant, which was an interesting look.
Yeah.
But we've seen some really entertaining things. Great people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll address this because I think this is a common thought or question, is what's the clientele like? So we're here in between two website takeovers. So I think the week before SDC was here, we were trying to get in that one, and it was booked. And the week after is Cassidy. So we're in this like void between these takeovers, and the takeovers are supposed to be kind of more of a party scene. And so we kind of, I guess, preset our expectations that it might not be wild and crazy. It might be just a nudist type thing. And said to me, probably within the first 30 minutes of sitting at the pool, are you a little disappointed?
Yeah.
And because
it's just an older
older crowd.
I mean, when we got here.
But I wasn't. I mean, there was nothing. In fact, I think my response to you was, it only takes one or two couples to, or one couple really to have a great time.
That's not true. You said, I'm just happy to be here with you.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't even give myself that credit.
Right.
Well, thanks. Thanks for making me sound good.
Yeah.
And that was true, because really it was, I had decided we were going to have fun no matter what. Mm-hmm. And I was looking forward to just getting away with you. This is our first vacation, just the two of us. And so no matter what, it was going to be good. Yeah. So, but I'm also, with you giving me that compliment, I am going to kind of call you out and talk about your meat gazing.
Oh.
So, I guess, hasn't spent a lot of time in a men's locker room like maybe I have. So it was a little different for her to have all these men cruising around naked. Like, to me, it's like a men's locker room. But she's like, oh my God. Oh, oh my God.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. She couldn't help herself but just take it all in.
Yeah, because they're all different. I mean, I've seen a few penises in my time, but I've never seen a whole resort
Plethora.
full of them. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah. So, and so sitting out at the pool, they're constantly doing activities, and the staff is just a fun bunch.
Yeah.
Just, they're basically employed to make sure you have a good time.
It's like spring break for grown adults.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nothing. Go ahead.
They, they're attractive folks, and there's a gentleman who A has taken a liking to, who likes to wear either thongs or little boy shorts, or but I decided to play beach volleyball with a group of people, and A wasn't really interested, but she did manage to end up getting a sensual massage next to the pool by him while I was playing.
Yeah, it's been my favorite activity.
Which we were kind of giggling to ourselves, thinking about the fact that I take off for an hour. A is at a swinging resort. I come back. She's not at our beach chair, and she's getting a sensual massage.
It's a small place, but it's kind of different to not have, like, we're not connected to our cell phones, so it's not easy to, hey, I'm going to go do this, but it's not hard. You're not going to lose me.
Well,
it's a small
I know,
enough
it's just
area.
Funny that there was no.
But I know
concerns.
it's just right. So it's kind of freeing. Like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. And these, the staff, I mean, it's part of their job to, like, flirt with you, and they're real sexy, and it's fun. I've enjoyed it.
She has enjoyed it.
He's cute.
She keeps going, what do you think their rules are? Do you think they're allowed to do anything?
Well, and there's something funny. I was thinking about this today because I got another massage from him today. I was waiting, like, watching the time. And there's something about knowing that there is a line that makes it hot, Like, if we were to do that with a couple, it'd be like, oh, this is nice. It's somebody else's hands on me. And they would potentially go all the way, and I'd end up having sex with this man. But for some reason, just him, like, touching my boob a little bit and going down my side, it's like, ooh, it feels dirty, Like, I know he can't do anything other than that. I don't know. It just kind of makes it hot.
Yeah.
And he's just, it's fun. He's flirty, and I've been calling him my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's great about, lifestyle situations are always, in our minds, more social, whether it's meet and greets or clubs or house parties or resorts, it's just such a more friendly and social scene. So we, in one day being here,
your
we've
friends
made
all
friends.
over the world. It's unlike anything else, because I think I said that the first day I walked up to the bar by myself, and I came back and I was like, I knew where these people were from and what she did for a living and how many kids they had. It's just, you instantly make a room full of friends. And if you were at the resort next door, it wouldn't be like that. People just kind of keep to themselves. I mean, they may say hey and have some small talk, but it's not like instantly you're friends.
Right. And speaking of the resort next door, this is a good food for thought or fact, that if you're not really wanting to tell the people back home where you're staying, but they need, you need to leave a number for emergencies, you can tell them Azul next door. And if they call Azul looking for you and don't see you on their list of paying guests, they know you're staying here and will transfer the call over to Desire to get in touch with you, which
and
is
they
pretty
don't
cool.
answer the phone. Desire, they answer something else here.
Do they?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
good point.
I forget, something resorts, but it's not. They don't answer at Desire.
Probably the parent company, because it's several resorts that they own.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. So speaking of making friends, I think I met, I guess we should give them nicknames, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
The fireman
Why don't you just the California couple?
The California couple.
That'll work.
So these events and games that the staff are putting on just only add to the fun and the friendships and the connections. And I actually made a few friends. I've been playing. They play beach volleyball twice a day, and I've been doing it with basically the same group of people. And met the man of this California couple, and hit it off. A good guy, and
about our age.
Yeah. And his wife was really cool, and we ended up. I think we went to dinner with them the first night, didn't we? Ended up. No,
we had dinner alone the first night we were here.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Where did we eat?
We had the hibachi.
Good call. Yes.
Yeah. Good food too. Sorry, we're like vacation ADD right now.
Oh yeah, we're just trying to tell you as much in as not as little time, but yeah, we've got more stuff to do.
Yeah, we're on a schedule.
So we met this couple and another couple actually. Gosh, I feel like, what is that, 2 nights ago? And it might as well be 3 weeks ago.
I know, it does seem like, which is great because I thought, gosh, 4 days is not very long.
Yeah.
I seriously feel like we've been here for a week. And I think it's
Island
because
time.
that, and I think it's because our days are so freaking long. I mean, if you think about it, I've been sleeping for 4 hours at night. That's it.
Yeah.
We came in at 4 last night. We woke up at 8:30 to go to breakfast, and I mean, it's no wonder we're passing out in the beach chairs.
Right.
We're exhausted.
Well, yeah, because you just don't do much. You lay around all day,
Yeah.
and you stay up late, and
it's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to, so the crowd suddenly got younger. We met some people our age, very attractive couples, and we kind of found each other and hit it off. And it's fun to, I mean, there's been tons of really cool couples that we've met here, but when you find a couple that you, like they even said, that you have that 4-way chemistry, that's pretty rare.
Right. Well, let's back it up for a second, because this couple, great couple, we had fun with, we would just enjoy having dinner and conversation with. But here's this weird element where, kind of going back to the takeover, whether you're a lifestyler, if you're a nudist, there's this mystery in this time of what you don't really know what people are into. Yeah. And we'd hear whispers of, well, some people would tell you straight out, hey, we're in the lifestyle, we full swap. Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. Or
how did you guys meet in a threesome? Well, okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So you're looking for a good time. Yeah. Like, there was people that put it right out there, and then there was others where you didn't know. And so this one couple that explained they were in the lifestyle were like, hey, this California couple you're talking to, they're not in the lifestyle. I shouldn't say that. That would be defining them inaccurately. They are girl on girl only. Yeah. Is what they told us. And we're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, whatever. And
whatever. You were like, fuck.
Was I really?
No, I'm just saying, like, inside. I know there was a little piece of you.
I was. But here, what did I tell you? I said it's situational. Yeah. That may be their experience with them. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that's, I was just saying it's not over till it's over. Who knows? That could have just been a polite way of saying, we're not thanks, interested. But no thanks. So anyways, we hang out with them and this other couple. The routine here is you do dinner, and then there's some downtime, and then there's some live music or some form of entertainment at about 9 o'clock, is it? And that goes to about 11 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And then the disco opens, where, just like it sounds, it's a disco, and then there's a playroom off the side of the disco with like 6 or 7 round beds and what are those things called? Sibians? Liberators. You always say that wrong. The Sibian's the vibrator thing. Yeah, I get it backwards. Anyways, so that's kind of the routine every night. And then throw in a after party after the disco in the jacuzzi typically, and there's some beds up there, which that goes basically from 3 p.m. or so until 3 a.m. So we've kind of just followed that routine of doing the jacuzzi afterwards. But so that first night, we got into doing body shots. I think the Jones inspired us with that. Hearing about their body shots, I think I requested the body shots. Oh, we were doing shots, and I was like, wait. Let's do some body shots. And things got sticky.
And sugary because the girls were wanting lemon drops or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so, there's sugar in places. It was fun.
It was fun. So anything you would like to add since I've kind of been doing all the talking?
No, some of my nights are kind of blending together. But I mean, it's other than a different theme, it's been the same routine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you mentioned that. I keep getting distracted too by all the people walking by the window.
Since we're probably going to be talking about some of the people that just walked by.
Yeah. But so body shots. I think that first night was pretty tame, I guess you could say. Just some girl on girl. I think we stuck to each other. Nothing real crazy going on in the playroom, right? Just a little bit of soft swapping.
So, after everyone got pretty liquored up, we went in that playroom, and the girls just all pounced on each other. And,
which is fun and sensual. And what I kind of realize is the group of people that we're used to spending a lot of time with don't do a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, because this was their only comfort levels. Remember, they were saying they were only girls.
Well, so. I know, but what I'm getting at is that is something I don't do a lot of. So it was fun. It was very sensual, and girls are just sexy.
Yeah. So the guys just kind of hung around on the outside.
Yeah.
And then I was playing with A, and I encouraged her to touch him, the California couple. And there was no problems with, he seemed to enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to think. I think we started having sex. They started having sex. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of tough to read. You couldn't tell if she was comfortable or not.
Yeah.
And then at one point, I think I put my hand on her or maybe touched her chest and didn't really get any type of response. Like, was it good? Was it bad? Like, yes, no, maybe. So I put my hand back down, and I think he put my hand back on her.
Oh, yeah.
Was that night?
Maybe. I don't know.
So, and he kind of shot me a look like, I like it,
Yeah.
But things just kind of wrapped up, and while we're kind of getting cleaned up or getting our stuff back together, he tells me, we're going to have fun tomorrow. We're going to do this again tomorrow. And they were leaving the following day. Uh-huh. So this was telling me, I was reading into this that they were interested in more, and it was that couple's experience just with them. And so we talked a little bit at the pool the next day, and he's like, yeah, we've only been girl on girl, but we've been having talks for a while now where she's saying, at some point, I'm going to want to be with a guy. Like, this is the next...
Well, they've been doing this for a long time, too.
Yeah.
Like 11 years.
Yeah. And so he's like, which is great, but I mean, I'm not going to sit back with a girl I'm not attracted to, and we just haven't met a couple that, she's attracted to him and I'm attracted to her. And he goes, and then you two showed up, and we've decided you two we are attracted to. And I said, well, the feeling's mutual. And so it was we were definitely set up for a good night the next night.
Yeah.
And so anything you want to add to that?
To the first night? No.
Yeah, to the first night or the next day, next morning?
Well, the next day is when our sexy Canadian friend showed up.
Oh, good Lord.
You want to just jump to that?
Yeah.
Just jump to that,
Yay. Oh. So, yeah, the one couple left from the night before. Our California friends are here for one more day or one more night. And then I'm playing volleyball, and this blonde in a thong walks by, and I nearly fell over. And this is the Canadian friends. Mm-hmm. And that God, I just realized we have so much to share. This could be like 4 podcasts
Yeah.
long.
I was just thinking we may be dwelling too much on the boring shit. Like everybody's like, just get to the good stuff already.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some people that like to hear all these details, and then other people just want to hear about the fucking.
Yeah. All right.
So maybe we make this 2 podcasts. Part
Okay.
1, part 2.
All right.
All right. So day 2, we meet this Canadian couple. He is, I don't know, 6'4", big guy, super friendly.
They're just cool people.
Yeah, just fun. She is
Smoking fucking hot.
that booty though.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Good Lord.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah.
And very I don't even know what the word is. She doesn't know how cute she is almost. Like she just
Well, I've made that comment about you where you're gorgeous, but you don't know it, or
Yeah.
you don't seem to act like you know it.
Yeah.
She's kind of got that same quality where she's just
fun.
She's gorgeous, but she doesn't act like I'm the gorgeous girl of the group. She just acts like one of the.
But they were quick friends again, like, and.
But here's my observation too. I think when you're in the lifestyle, I guess you know what you're attracted to, and those people tend to be attracted, and you kind of find each other. And
but that's what I'm
and
getting
they went,
to.
ooh, here's a pretty blonde.
So they show up, and we all hit it off, and I don't know if there's more details in there that you want to fill in after I tell the story, but we all go to dinner that night and having a great time, and I don't know if I should just breeze over. What the point I wanted to get to was this whole time I'm thinking they've been here because really we are one of the only couples that this is our first time, and that's what's been kind of funny to talk to people like these people have been here 16 times, most of them. They just keep coming back, and so when people ask how many times we've been here and we say it's our first time, it's like, oh really? Like that's just so rare. Yeah.
They've called us virgins when we first got here.
And so I just assume that everybody we meet has been here a ton or places like this, and they were well traveled. They travel a lot. They're divers, and so I guess I just never asked. I've been very go with the flow this trip, like just whatever, I'm not. And when you were telling that story, I thought not once did I ever say, are you okay with this? Or what are you comfortable with? I've just been going with it. Like just reading people's body language. And if they want it, then fine. And if not, we'll just let them get there when they want to. I don't know, just very laid back. So what I was going to get to was the girls again this night. So now with our Canadian friends are playing, and she could get paid to eat pussy. Like she was so hot, and she was kind of aggressive a little bit, like just pounced right on both of us, and was just going to town. And after all of that, I think it was the next day, we're kind of talking. She had never done that before. Yeah. She didn't even know that this is really where she was going to go. He just booked the trip, and here they are, and I was floored.
They knew they were coming here, but it didn't come up until he just suggested it. Like,
yeah, but just
sure,
okay. And they show up, and he was like, that was her first time with a woman. I thought, like, you're kidding me.
Yeah, we would have never.
Is
thought
this a
that.
joke? Are you kidding me?
Well, and I think we asked him if their lifestyle, and I think gave me the yeah. But he had been in a previous relationship.
Yeah, she had not.
I don't know. How did we just breeze past that
and
not ask them? I think we just thought they were like...
I'm telling you, I need to stop assuming in this place, because there's been a lot of things I've assumed. We learned our lesson. and we've been duped.
Oh, we've been duped.
We've been duped a few times. But anyway, I know there was probably a lot of details there, and that was probably the best part.
I will fill
we can
in
go
some
back
details.
and fill in, but... Yeah, I don't.
So the 3 girls just get after it, and they're just, again, the guys are kind of sitting back, and we're assuming this Canadian couple are players. Like, we just kind of assume.
So what do you think when all that's going on? Are you like, oh, this is hot? Because you're not like I don't want to say typical, but like a lot of guys are like, oh my God, I just want to watch her with a woman. That's not really your thing. So are you sitting there twiddling your thumbs like, all right, let's get this party started? Or,
well, I think and you've you at home have heard this, and you've experienced it, that my progression in this lifestyle experience has changed. At first, it was we're only comfortable with girls. I'm only I'm only comfortable if I get mine too.
Yeah.
And now it's more, I get so much more pleasure from watching you and knowing you have fun, and it's like changed for me. So this was more enjoyable than it would have been when we first started, because it would have been like, well, what about me? And I'm not so worried about me anymore. I know I get mine by watching you. So like watching you a couple nights later making out with a girl in the hot tub, you guys went after it was hot. So before, it used to be like, well, can I make out with her? And that's not where I'm coming from anymore. So I was enjoying that. And so these 3 girls are doing this, but I'm also thinking, we've talked to this California couple, and we're going to pop their cherry tonight. Like, that was kind of this, and now we've got this other element of this new couple, and I'm like, how do we do this politely? We're only going to have sex with them, but it's not that we don't like you. We're just trying to, bring them, I guess initiate them to the club, And so it was this, it wasn't too weird, but I was kind of very aware of it.
Something, that we were aware of.
Yeah, so.
Because you didn't want to make them feel
Yeah, we didn't want to make them feel left out. That was what I was concerned about, because I'm like.
Which now, in hindsight, I wish I had known their whole story. It would have made me more comfortable, quote unquote, leaving them out, because they probably didn't want in anyway.
Yeah. Which, Well,
should
it's not
ask
like
more questions.
Yes, get back to communication.
Yeah, we're fine with each other. I just need to work on communication with other people, I guess.
So what happened is, then I think you started to go down on me, and she started going down. California couple paired off, and she was going down on him, and I gave the old suggestion, why don't you go help her? And I think he may have high-fived me when I said that. I mean, he was very appreciative.
No, you said,
I said, have you ever?
Yeah, have you ever had a double blowjob? I have not. And so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that went on for a while, and he's like, well, you should, return the favor. And they did that, and so she was really good at doing that. And the 2 girls spoiled me. And then I think we quickly paired off, swapping at that point. So I'll share my experience, and you can kind of share what went on over there. Or why don't you share?
Well, that was when I think what happened. I was still kind of like, I didn't know. I think you knew more than I did that they were officially ready for this. So I'm still like, is he comfortable over here, or is he? I was just very aware of their communication, and suddenly it became clear that I was caring more about it than they were. Like, he came over to me and I think said something like, I'm not going to be as good at this as she was, referring to his wife. And he was
going
just
down
as
on you.
Yes,
yeah.
He was just as good, if not better, than she was. He was amazing. And I noticed movement out of the corner of my eye with you guys, and it seemed like it was, I was thinking, flashing back to the time that we full swapped for the first time, and we were like hand in hand, like so close.
We were touching
right.
the whole time.
And if you got away from me, it was uncomfortable.
Right.
And so I was aware of that and thinking, they're really far away from each
heads
other.
Were in
Your heads,
opposite directions.
She can't see him, he can't see her, and I don't think I ever said anything, but I kept kind of looking up and feeling where you guys were for his sake. And I did that for a few minutes, and then realized, and it may have been at the time I hear you digging for a condom. I'm like, well, fuck that. I guess they're fine. So it surprised me how
ready they were,
and how just, because I think we've talked about this before, how there's 2 different kind of feelings when we're full swapping. It's like, I'm very aware of what you're doing, and we're still connected to each other physically, touching, kissing, whatever. And then there's I'm just fully present with this other person, and it was very much like that. which was awesome. I mean, it was.
I was going to say for them, but that look in your eye told me it was awesome for you too.
Well, it was, and it's cool because I can think. I'm trying to remember where it was or who it was with, but we've talked about this before where that was a unique experience to feel.
That was our last experience with our couple.
Yeah, they're all it's all blur right now. I'm on vacation, but that's a different feeling.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I mean, I still know you're there.
Yeah,
but
it's like riding without training wheels or something.
Yeah,
there's
and
no
I
leash.
mean, I almost think like, gosh, we could be in 2 separate rooms right now for all I know, and it's kind of hot. Yeah. And my point was, they were comfortable with that, which I found kind of surprising.
Yeah. So when we kind of paired off, she just, I love it that she was just a passionate kisser.
Yeah. He was.
There was no holding back in the kissing, and I love that. And so we were kissing, and now I'm like laying on top of her and trying. I appear more concerned for her than she is concerned about it. She has no concerns at this point.
Yeah.
And so I think I went down on her for a little bit, and then I come back up and we kiss some more, and I ask her if she'd like. Oh, I asked, what boundaries do you guys have? Or do you, where are we at? And she goes, we have no boundaries. I said, does that mean you want me to get a condom? And she said, yes, please.
So about that time, what's funny is I think he was kind of, I know now, they talked about it. They knew that they were comfortable with it. But he would, as soon as we heard that conversation or felt you get the condom or whatever, like his body language would change. Like he was waiting for her to be there and then he would get there, And like at that moment when we hear you digging for the condom, he's on top of me, but like kissing me. I mean, they were just really passionate people. Mm-hmm. Like, that just, I want to eat you up look,
Mm-hmm.
I was getting that and he was kissing on me, just being real passionate. And I feel, so he's between my legs and he's just rubbing up and down and I can feel like his penis like rubbing on the outside of my vagina, and it was just like, oh, like it just it kind of wakes you up a little bit, like, oh God, oh okay. And then you get the condom, and then very quickly he gets up and grabs one too. But it was funny how like as soon as that happened, then he got a little closer.
Yeah. Well, and I thought it was funny that what guy goes into a lifestyle night without condoms? A guy who's never full swapped before.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had to ask me for a condom, which, did you notice that?
No.
Yeah. Which is no problem.
Yeah.
But, like, rookie mistake if I only had one.
Right, yeah.
Like,
or maybe he had some, but your pants were closer.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, we'll
He's adorable. Oh, my God. We skipped over one of the most important parts of the whole story. The first night that we go up to the disco. And we've just met them that day. And he keeps telling us, now, he told me probably 4 times, I'm about to do something, but I need you to know that this is a total joke. Like, what I'm about to do is a joke. I'm like, what is he going to do? Is he going to order drinks? Is he getting up on the bar for body shots? Like, what's going on? And next thing we know, he's dropped his pants and he's in a thong tuxedo. So it has like the tuxedo bow tie, print on the front and coattails covering his butt. And he was so embarrassed, but so adorable in his little thong. So anyway,
and he kept saying, "This is just
this
a joke,
is a
guys.
joke.
This
This is a joke."
And I said,
Yeah.
"Well, it was a joke for the first 20 minutes you had it on. The
now,
fact you're still wearing
now
it,
this is just
we know you like it."
And you are tuxedo thong guy. Yeah. So that's what we should have called him this whole time. Was that?
Oh yeah,
we told him that that's what we were going to do when we talked about him on
the thong
on the
guy.
podcast. He's going to be the thong guy,
The classy thong
and
guy.
he's sitting there right now going, "How dare you!"
Yes.
Adorable.
Yes.
He's so cute.
Well, how dare you from getting away from the middle of the sex scene
sorry.
to talk about that?
I was distracted
Sorry, people.
about his cute little hiney.
Mm-hmm. So, I get a condom. Fortunately, I was prepared and had an extra one for him. And then we both, we
Went to Pound Town.
went to Pound Town. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We were both missionary, and we were kind of facing the other way. This was actually another, like you said, it was another instance where we were very disconnected and could have been in different rooms. I think we were very conscientious of their experience, and not that we forgot about each other, but it was like
it just didn't matter.
It was a fun thing, yeah. Like this for us was a new experience because we're usually the less experienced group or the couple, and now we're bringing along somebody, and that to us felt fun and I don't know, like a privilege, taking somebody's
just hot.
chair.
Yeah, all that didn't matter to me. They were just really hot.
Oh, you said that. It made you.
It was exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Amy have a new favorite.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So did you just do missionary or what?
I think I got on top a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was getting late. It was getting hot.
Oh,
it was,
that's right. And dry.
And we didn't have any lube. And so it's not like this sucks, let's get out. But it did end.
Yeah, no, we were desperate. I mean, your mouth's dry.
Yeah, we were thirsty.
Yeah.
We'd been in there. And what's funny is I this whole trip, I haven't had any concept of time other than when I'm hungry. But we could have been back there for 15 minutes or 2 hours. I have no idea. But we start to get thirsty and just...
So we stopped. I think both him and I, we didn't finish, which led me to believe, okay, we're going to take a time out, maybe get some water, maybe go back to a room or something. The Canadian couple kind of did their own thing, and we got out of there, and they called it a night. They're like, hey, guys, we're going to go back to the room, and...
sat in the hot tub for a while.
Did we go back to the hot tub? And then they called it a night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just, chilled in the hot tub for a bit.
And I think we were kind of like...
it was a beautiful night, too. I know this is all boring vacation stuff, but the stars were so pretty.
The jacuzzi's on the roof of a building so you're just underneath... You're on a building, but you're on the roof,
so
yeah.
In the middle of it. I mean, it's just such a cool place.
Yeah.
And so we sit there for a while, and they all go to bed, and that was the night we walked down to the beach, and there was nobody out there but us.
We threw some pebbles at their door.
We did throw some pebbles at their door.
So they were like, I think we kind of...
because remember he was walking out of the hot tub, and he's looking back going, knock on our door. And we laugh, okay, and he turns around and he goes, no, I'm serious. Come knock on our door.
Yeah, so
But here, and we probably would have because we weren't done and we weren't tired. But and it's funny because now she's going to be listening to it going, no, that's not what I meant at all. But when they were walking off to get their clothes and he turns around and says that, she didn't. And so I read that because if I were doing that would mean I'm not interested. I was serious about the going to bed part.
Right.
And so I assumed that she was wanting to go to bed.
But we also know, being in their position, this is the time you go back and kind of reconnect and talk about it.
And they did. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, so we threw some pebbles, and apparently we gave up too quickly because he did come to the door, but we had already walked down to the beach.
Yeah, because we told them about it, and they were like, that was you? So they did. But so we just went down to the beach.
Yeah.
And
so, and then A tells me, so they're leaving the next day around 5 o'clock or so, and... I could tell A wasn't done that night, and she enjoyed herself. And she's like, "Well, we can send him home maybe with a smile tomorrow," which I was like, "Well, that's interesting." I can tell she's into it. She's horny. She's talking about day sex with a couple. This is new,
I liked them.
Hot.
Well, and I was also pretty distracted having the other couple there,
right? And
not to say that it was because I didn't want them there. I just was worried that they were feeling left out. Right. And so I just wanted alone time.
Right. And after this couple left, I actually did say something to him and said, hey, I just want you to know, the other night, sorry if you felt like we were excluding you in any way. We didn't mean to. We were just in this situation where, this was their first time and we were just trying to...
I'm sure I was overthinking it, but that's just what I do.
And he was like...
Who cares?
What?
Yeah.
No.
That was hot.
Yeah. So, Anyway, oh yeah, think about it for them. That was probably hot for them.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit,
That's
they
why
just
I'm
had sex.
saying I really wish that I had known their story. It would have changed. It really would have
Would
changed
have made
the
it that
night.
much better.
Well, it would have changed the night for me in a lot of ways. I wouldn't have been as... I really was kind of worried that they were feeling left out. And a few times I did put my hand out there just to make sure, and I would touch her a little bit. And I think she... And even at one point when we were with them, she was sitting on my face. So she was still a little bit a part of it.
Wait. All right. Well,
you miss that?
you were having sex with him, and she was sitting on your face.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! Really?
You missed that?
I missed that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
There was
dirty whore.
Yeah, she sat on my face and I sat on hers, and it was a good time. Sorry you
Wow.
missed out. Poor placement because I was in the middle.
No, I only saw her. You sit on her face.
She sat on my face. I'm telling
You said on the California couple's face. I saw that one.
Anywho.
What I was getting at was I said something to them, and he was like, "Oh, no big deal." So A tells me, she has an interest tomorrow before they go, which I was like, "Wow, that's pretty forward. I'll bounce that one off of him." And the next day, he pulls me aside. He's like, "Oh my God, that was great. We loved it. It was."
What's funny is that's usually the women doing that, but I think because of the environment that we've been in with you guys playing
Yeah,
volleyball and
we've been
spending so much
bonding.
time
Yeah.
together, which is cool because that's not usually what.
It just hasn't been the case for us.
Yeah.
So he tells me that, she had a great time. He had a great time. It was perfect. It was what they were looking for. There was no hang-ups. We're like, well, yeah, we didn't feel any hang-ups. So I said, and I explained it like this. I said, A doesn't always get very forward, but she mentioned to me she really liked it and had a great time and wanted to potentially send you guys home with a smile on your face if you guys want to come by our room. And he gave me just shot me a look like, yeah, I'll talk to her. And I don't think we had a conversation after that. Like, okay, we're a go. Maybe he did. I faintly remember, but they had to be out of their room, and so they needed a place to shower. And
we're right by the office conveniently, so just drop your bags at our door and come shower at our place before you get on the airplane.
And so A continued this subtle as a heart attack way of hers. We go back to the room. We know they're coming over. She just decides, I don't need any clothes. I'll just hang out. And she puts porn on. So literally, it was making me blush almost. Like, come on, let's at least act, Nope, she was just putting it out there.
Why beat around the bush? They have to leave in an hour.
I'm just saying, for me, it was like borderline it was hot.
Creepy?
I mean, no, it was
creepy,
like making me blush. Like I wouldn't be that forward, but the fact you were was a turn on.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh shit, this is pretty hot. So Ace just cruised around naked. We've got porn on. I actually turned off the porn as they came in. I'm like, I don't want to scare them. These are newbies. Maybe in some way we don't want to scare them off. Well, who am I kidding? That's my own story in my head.
Yeah.
So they came over and we gave it a round two.
Yeah.
And I think that was better than the first go.
Well, yeah, because it was, it's just different. Playroom versus your room.
Yeah.
We did have the windows open. And
oh, my God.
We had one of the towel guys, delivering towels to the room. We're on a row of maybe 4 rooms, right?
Yeah.
And
by the maintenance area.
And yes, so they're walking by a lot right here. And I watched this guy. This was after we finished up, but I'm certain it was going on during. I just wasn't paying attention. You just see people walking by.
He was being obvious. Just turning around and walking back.
It was hilarious. I said, watch this. We counted 4 times that he walked by. And the 3rd time, he actually is walking backwards with his cart. He's pushing a cart of towels and stuff. And he's just walking backwards. I'm like, that is so funny. And then a few seconds later, here he comes again. Yeah. And that time, his head's turned the whole time. Like, he's not even pretending. It was just hilarious. Yeah. Like, if he wanted, he probably can't. But if in my mind, I'm thinking, just stop and look. The window's open.
Well, he probably can't.
He probably can't. He has to be working. But
But if he was a guest, he could just stand.
Yeah, he was walking back and forth. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. But anyway. They had to leave, and it was sad.
Sad. I think they were sad to go. But
I was sad.
Yeah.
It's not even just the sex. Like I think we just made lifetime friends.
Yeah,
Like those are freaking cool people.
Yeah,
and
we really enjoyed hanging out.
We'll meet up with them again, and that's just so fun to have friends from all over the world. And what a neat life.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were sad to see him go. So that was day 1 and the start of day 2. No, that was 2 days. No, that was 2 nights. The start of third day. I don't even know what day we're on right now. But
crazy, huh?
Yeah. So that was around till about 3:00 that day. And let's cut it off there because that evening was a whole nother podcast in and of itself.
Yeah. Well, and yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
I was trying to think what day it was that our poor Canadian friend got sick. I guess that was the next day.
It was that next day. Yeah.
Man, days are running together.
We'll give you a little teaser. As you just shared, the Canadian folks get sick. We get duped.
Oh God.
I get the spins.
So this one's definitely going to be the fun one of the two because the next one's going to have some heavy.
Oh, it'll probably be
still entertaining.
It'll be entertaining.
It was a fun time, and it still turned out to be fun, but just a lot. I missed our California friends really bad last night.
They may have been pouting.
I was pouting a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I even said a few times, I miss them.
Yeah. So we're going to leave you with that. So we're going to have another night here, and then we're going to fly home in the afternoon on Sunday. So we might have additional... I'm sure we have additional things to tell you about since our Canadian friends are going to be out with us tonight.
Yeah.
So, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
All right, we'll fuck you later.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Curious Couple Podcast. Go to our website, thecuriouscouple.com, for links to all of our podcast episodes, their show notes, lifestyle website promos, travel deals, and much more. You can find us on Twitter at TheCuriousCPL, as well as email us at thecuriouscpl@gmail.com. Check out Swingers Date Club, otherwise known as SDC.com, and put in our promo code 25648 for your free month trial. To take advantage of this trial, you can also just click the links on our website or on the podcast notes. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. We always appreciate your ratings and reviews. Thanks again.